કે છોડ તારા વોટ્સઅપના ગ્રુપ, માણ મસ્ત મોસમનું રૂપ, કર તારા ટ્વિટરને ચૂપ, સાંભળ મીઠી કોયલની કૂક, ફેંક બધા ફેસબુકના લાઈક, સાચુકલી વાત કરને કંઈક.
Remember, this is a nation where a son left a throne because his father asked him to. This is a nation where a mother strapped her young child to her back, got on a horse, drew a sword, and fought for independence. This is a nation where one man in humble cloth walked with a stick and achieved freedom. I'm elated by the fact when I spoke to the Patel family that અહીંયા 50% Gujarati છે અને 50% બહારના સ્ટેટ્સના છે, correct? And the Prime Minister has often said, कुछ दिन तो बिताओ गुजरात में, and I think Parul University is the best manifestation of that. That when you come to Gujarat, you leave behind not only with a degree, you take with you the spirit of entrepreneurship. You take with you the desire to innovate. You take with you the capacity to collaborate. And that is why to every Indian citizen, I join cause and not debate what Arnab said today. Collaborate, cooperate, come together to build a new India. A special word for your parents. The four of us today signify something unique. We all come from middle class, lower middle class families. So when Shrikant spoke about zero, jo ban gaya hero, when Saina spoke about the effort that her mother undertook to make sure that Saina stays focused, when Arnab speaks about his journey post-Kendriya Vidyalaya, remember, this is a nation where a son left a throne because his father asked him to. This is a nation where a mother strapped her young child to her back, got on a horse, drew a sword, and fought for independence. This is a nation where one man in humble cloth walked with a stick and achieved freedom. This is a nation which, when confronted with a global virus, not only ensured that the vaccine was made in India, but also made sure that 160 countries benefit from it. This is a nation where we live with dignity, die with honor. This is a nation we are proud to call home. And to all the children of India who are here today, congratulations. And to all the children of the world who leave after their journey at Parul University, we look forward to welcoming you back home to India, to Gujarat. Fari aujo. Jai Shri Krishna.
Today, as I stand here, I am pleased and delighted to welcome our guests, Smriti Irani ji, Arnab Goswami ji, Sania Nehwal ji, and Shrikant Bola ji. Thank you for your precious presence, and we are deeply indebted by your gestures. Welcome all the dignitaries, staff, parents, friends of Parul University, and most importantly, the graduating students of 8th Convocation ceremony. હું ફક્ત 5 મિનિટ જ બોલીશ અને આ 5 મિનિટ તમારું પારુલ યુનિવર્સિટીનું છેલ્લું લેક્ચર છે એમ માનીને જરા સાંભળી લેજો. હજી બી ઘણા લોકો ધ્યાન નથી આપતા, હું જોઉં છું આ સ્ક્રીન ઉપર, અને મોબાઈલ પર ધ્યાન છે બધાનું. એમના માટે ખાસ કહીશ કે છોડ તારા વોટ્સઅપના ગ્રુપ, માણ મસ્ત મોસમનું રૂપ, કર તારા ટ્વિટરને ચૂપ, સાંભળ મીઠી કોયલની કૂક, ફેંક બધા ફેસબુકના લાઈક, સાચુકલી વાત કરને કંઈક છોડને અલ્યા ટીવીનો તાલ નિહાળ બીના ફૂલોના ગાલ મુખ હવે લેપટોપની લપ કર ચાની ચુસ્કી પર ગપશપ બંધ કર હવે મોબાઈલની ગેમ પાંચ હૈયામાં છલકાતો પ્રેમ બસ એટલું તું સમજી જા યાર જીવન છે ટચસ્ક્રીનની બહાર. તો થોડી વાર ટચસ્ક્રીન મૂકો અને બે જ્ઞાનની વાત સાંભળી લો. આ યુક્રેન અને ગાઝાનું યુદ્ધ થયું તો જેઠાલાલ બોલ્યા કે પ્રેમ કરો યુદ્ધ નહીં અને જો બંને કરવું હોય તો લગ્ન કરી લો. આવી ગેરવ્યાજબી સલાહ નહીં આપું, સાંભળી લો. You know, each and every year I stand on this very stage and I look at all the graduating students who are sitting here just like you all are sitting here today. You know, it practically looks the same. You all are wearing the same attires. You are all graduating from the same programs. And you all have sat probably in the same classroom as that of your seniors. So it's almost like action replay for me. But you know, each and every year I see something new. I see something different. I see new hope. I see new hope. I see new dream. I see new aspiration. I see the new future of India. And that is what you are all going to carry along with you when you go out of Parul University campus today, the new future of India. Today, more than 12,000 students are going to graduate, and I would like to ask 3 simple questions to all of you, and you can answer just by raising your hand if you agree with that. So all of you, when you took admission back then, all 12,000 of you, if you knew that out of all those 12,000 students who took admission back then, today, if only one of you is going to graduate, tell me by raising your hand, how many of you would have dared to continue your studies? Raise your hand. Very brave hands. Okay, so question number 2. When you took your admission back then, all 12,000 of you, if you knew that out of all these 12,000, only one is going to graduate today, how many of you would have dared to even take admission into Parul University? Raise your hand. Again, very brave. And the last question, tell me very honestly, how many of you would have believed that you would be that one student to graduate today out of all these 12,000? Raise your hand. Wow. Very confident, you know. Don't worry, all of you are going to graduate today. But by asking you these 3 simple questions, I have painted a very simple picture of life in front of you. You know, in life, there are people who just don't start because they feel they will fail. And then there are people who start but do not continue because they believe that they cannot succeed. And then there are people who start and continue because they believe that they can win. So my dear students, what truly matters in life is not what you can or cannot do. What truly matters is what you believe you can do. And for all those who believe now, even when the odd was 1 against 12,000, I think they are the true believers. And for that, all of you are true believers. And for that, give a huge round of applause for yourselves, for your parents, for your teachers. You know, I was just listening to Roger Federer's convocation speech in one of the universities, and he said that he had played 1,561 single matches in his career, and he won 80% of these matches. But most interesting fact was that he just won 54% of points to win 80% of matches. So 4% is a very low victory margin. But you know, when he reflected on his victories, he said that a single point would make difference whether he would win or lose. So when he will gain a point, he played as if it was the most important thing in his life. And when he lost a point, he kept it behind it himself as if it was not the most important thing in his life. He left the loss behind and he focused on the next point, which was the most important thing for his life. Very ironic, but very interesting. So my dear students, this is what the balance of life is. Balance of winning and balance of losing. Because most of the days you will win, but some days you will surely lose. So just as you learn to celebrate your success today, also learn to contain your losses, because only if you have this attitude, that is what is going to determine whether you will win again tomorrow or not. And this reminds me of a short story of choices, a story which I have heard in childhood. I am sure all of you must have heard about it. A young boy is asked by a class teacher, which state do you belong to? So the boy very confidently stands up and he says, Madam, I am from Maharashtra. So the class teacher was very happy and she said, well done, my boy, can you please spell Maharashtra for all of us? The boy immediately changed his reply and said, Madam, actually I am not from Maharashtra, I am from Goa. Can I spell it instead? You know how soon the boy changed his choice as soon as he came across a tough situation. He went for an easier choice. So my dear students, always remember that we will never choose how our life will begin. As Arnab said or as Smriti ji said, we cannot decide where we were born, what our socio-economic status is, but we can always choose how our life ends. So choose more, choose right, choose tough, choose wise. We all recently witnessed the Haryana elections. And no one expected the ruling party to win, because all the opinion polls, all the exit polls predicted that the ruling party is going to lose. And many of us did not expect, because the momentum which the opposition had gained after last election. But our honorable Prime Minister and the Home Minister, they did not lose heart. They went back to their basics. They strengthened their roots, they strengthened their foundation and reconnected with the voters that they had lost. So while the opposition was confident about the guaranteed success, both of them kept on working hard on their roots and their foundation until they emerged victorious. So my dear students, always remember that no matter how many losses you face in life, you can always convert your losses into the victory if you have an attitude of going back to your roots, going back to your foundation, just like what Arnab said. And with that attitude, you will never become complacent even in your successes, and you will always keep working hard even when you know you are going to win. And this brings me to the last story, which I want to relate with the same issue. This is a story of an elderly man who curious to class of 2024. Well done, and you truly are believers. और आखिर में एक छोटी सी कविता के जरिए आपके आने वाले जीवन के लिए मैं एक खूबसूरत संदेशा देना चाहूँगा। कल एक झलक जिंदगी को देखा, वो राहों में मेरी गुनगुना रही थी, फिर ढूंढा उसे इधर उधर, वो आँख मिचोली कर मुस्कुरा रही थी। एक अरसे के बाद आया मुझे करार, वो सहला के मुझे सुला रही थी। हम दोनों क्यों खफा है एक दूसरे से, मैं उसे और वो मुझे समझा रही थी। मैंने पूछ लिया, क्यों इतना दर्द दिया कमबख्त तूने, वो हंसी और बोली, मैं जिंदगी हूँ पगले, तुझे जीना सिखा रही थी। Thank you and best wishes to all of you. Thank you.